Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Courtesy of our friends in Glashütte, we continue our journey through the 2018 Glashütte Original catalog with what might be one of the standouts from any brand at Basel World 2018. This is the Senator Excellence Perpetual calendar with open dial and 1 of 100 limited edition white gold case, a combination of a manufactured black varnished outer dial, framing a comprehensive calendar, moon phase, and a watch that is adjusted in 6 positions timed for 24 days to standards surpassing German chronometer specifications. This is a watch capable of measuring both immense and infinitesimally small spans of time. As one of 100 made, it's exquisite by virtue of its rarity, but also because of its beauty. On the wrist, it's a versatile size. 42 millimeters is large enough to display all of the indications of the calendar without appearing to crowd the dial. It makes it a full-size men's watch with a sporty demeanor. Nevertheless, it has the versatility to wear well with formal attire, as well as the slim profile at 13.1 millimeters thick to slide underneath a cuff or a jacket when need be. You can see that the lug-to-lug span is nicely constrained at 48.8 millimeters. On my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it wears well. I always say that on a smaller male wrist, 14 to 16 centimeters in circumference, it's best to have a lug-to-lug span of 50 millimeters or fewer, and you will find that this watch meets that criterion, but being rather expressive and exuberant in its demeanor, this is a watch that can easily wear well on a full-size forearm. Go as large as you like. This watch has the stance and the presence to show well even on a tree trunk forearm. The strap is beautifully made, and it's equal to the occasion of the case and the dial. Navy blue with a semi-gloss finish, premium large rectangular scale alligator leather with a folded edge, a monotone blue stitch, and as you can see there is a body and a central spline by virtue of bolstering that adds volume and definition to the strap. On its underside you can see supple calfskin and the timepiece equipped the right way with a full deployant clasp. This is what you like to see on large, heavy, and expensive timepieces. A full deployant clasp helps to provide insurance against droppage while donning or removing at bedside, and as you can see, Glashütte Original going one step better with a fixing screw to ensure that once sized for your wrist, this clasp in matching white gold is absolutely secure. The timepiece is beautifully rendered outside as well as inside. As you'll note, the case band features an artful combination of volumetrically separate stepped-out lugs that have a combination of satin finish on their flanks, a transitional bevel, and a polished hood to match nicely with a rounded case band of traditional aspect ratio with a satin-finished flank and a dramatic contrast between polish and satin surfaces. The bezel itself is double-stepped, giving it a strong circumferential masculine character line and of high polish to contrast with the case. You will note that the dial of this watch is remarkably expressive. It's a combination of a manufacturer matte black varnished outer with the apertures for the moon phase, the day, the month, the date, as well as the leap year cycle indicator at 12 o'clock. 4 is your Olympic year or your leap year, and you'll note a number of refinements, applied and polished indices on the outer dial. You'll note the use of a traditional railroad style minutes and seconds track, but also for every 5 minutes, a small cyan-colored blued Arabic numeral set so that the watch may be read more precisely, but also to add a measure of color to counterbalance the strong grayscale persona of the dial. Now you can see at center, manufactured at Glashütte Original's Pforzheim dial manufactory alongside the outer varnished dial, there is a guilloche or rose lathe cut center with a sensational undulating and radiating barley corn pattern. It's beautifully plated in rhodium for a silver sheen that glows in soft interior light and explodes outdoors. You'll also note elements of the movement itself, including the violet of the pivot jewels and the gold of the wheels, adding to the panoply of colors and textures. Turning the watch over, you can see the movement behind this exceptional chronometer-grade timer. Tested for 24 days, but capable of 100 hours of endurance between individual windings. This is a timepiece with remarkably long legs, so if you feel that perhaps you'd like to rotate through a collection, the 100-hour power reserve of this manufacturer caliber 36-02 will keep your watch beating. Should you wish to put it down on a Friday, you can easily don it on a Monday without calendar or time recognition lost. You'll note it beats away at a modern beat rate of 28,800 vibrations per hour with a robustly shock-resistant free-sprung balance architecture, and as part of the Senator Excellence Collection, it represents the debut since 2016 across the Excellence range of a anti-magnetic silicon hairspring. This high technology is matched with traditional fine finishing as well as mechanical refinements such as stop seconds, so you can easily synchronize the watch to a reference time, the Perpetual calendar, which need be adjusted only once in the year 2100, provided it is worn continuously, and you'll note the combination of kiln-fired oxidized blue screws as well as black polished conventional screws. The blued screws used for physical assembly of components, the black polished screws denoting those screws that are used for adjustment of the mechanism. The timepiece featuring Glashütte stripes across its three-quarter style pocket watch inspired bridge, as well as across its skeletonized winding mass, the winding mass featuring a skeletonized center and a 21-karat solid gold outer mass, designed to limit the visibility complications of a center rotor automatic. As you can see, the mechanism is robustly visible even through the rotor. You'll note a swan's neck fine adjustment mechanism used for correcting beat error, itself black polished, and the signature double finished spiral dressage reduction wheel for the winding system that is one of the most artisanal hand finished elements of the movement, being executed by an artisan who uses eye, experience, and hand pressure to create that dramatic spiral. Turning the timepiece back to its business side, you can see a handsome and diverse array of colors, textures, metal finishes, shapes, materials, all of it punctuated by sensational apple or pear style hour hand, counterweighted Glashütte Original logo style needle seconds, and an assegai or spear style minutes hand with a glorious extension to kiss the lip of the railroad track outboard. You can see this sensational 2018 timepiece, one of 100 made, and the entire collection of Glashütte Original fine timepieces in our online catalog on govbergwatches.com.